I've heard that tune before, but here I am still dancing.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 shows to binge this holiday season.
You're not supposed to talk.
For this list, we're looking at addictive television shows that are worth catching up on while vegging out over the holidays. What's on your holiday binge list? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, Lupin. If Poirot piques your interest, Miss Marple leaves you mystified, and Sherlock Holmes has you hooked, this might just be the series for you. Only this story is told from the perspective of a charming gentleman thief, Arsène Diop.
Next week it goes up for auction. Probably gonna go for 200 million. Oh shit. It's okay, I'm sure you can afford it. In a million years. Inspired
by Maurice Leblanc's character, Arsène Lupin, Arsène adopts the fictional thief's methods to avenge his wrongfully framed father. Released in January 2021, the show was watched by 70 million households in just its first month. As a result, Lupin became the most watched non-English series on Netflix at the time. If you like mystery, thrills, and plenty of misdirection, this show will steal your attention this holiday season.
You surpassed yourself, Benjamin.
Well, it's not perfect, but I did what I could in a week. Next time, give me a little longer.
There's not gonna be a next time. It's time to move on. It was just important for me to get it back.
Number 19, Cobra Kai. Fans of the Karate Kid movies will probably already be major fans of the spin-off Netflix series.
Johnny Lawrence, I knew it was you. Holy, how the hell are you?
Hey, man.
Oh my God, look at you. Hey, you still got those golden locks, eh? God, this is crazy.
However, if somehow it slipped your radar and you've been longing for the good old days of Ralph Macchio, William Zabka, and Wax On, Wax Off, we're about to make your day. It's 34 years later, and Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, now leading drastically different lives, find themselves facing off once again.
Knock it off. On a mission.
What are we supposed to do? Drive around all day looking for a van?
No, but hopefully our mutual friend can point us in the right direction.
It's a great hit of nostalgia, and is as exciting as ever. Whether it's your first time watching or your 50th, you'll want to catch up before the new season drops this winter. Number 18, Dash and Lily. You can't have a holiday watch list without at least one series to get you into the festive spirit. Based on the YA series Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, we follow two polar opposite teenagers and their unlikely encounters across New York City.
I've left some clues for you. If you want them, turn the page. If you don't, put the book back on the shelf.
Throughout their interactions, they learn that they actually have a lot in common. It's your feel-good Christmas rom-com with a heartwarming storyline at its center. Told across 8 episodes, we really got to know these characters.
How did you know where I am? I don't even know where I am.
You're the girl from the party.
And you're Dash. Connector of words.
Sadly, even though we became super invested in their stories and budding relationship, Netflix broke our festive hearts when they decided to cancel the series. Number 17, Resident Alien. Based on the comic book of the same name, this sci-fi series hits all the right spots. It's a mystery comedy drama about an alien who crash lands on Earth, who plans to annihilate humanity.
To say my species is more advanced than humans would be a massive understatement. If the universe had a scale for intelligence, humans would land right below lizards.
But things go awry. With a new identity and a pesky kid on his case, he grapples with the implications of his mission. Of course, watching an extraterrestrial try to fit in on Earth brings plenty of hilarity and entertainment to the mix.
There's an expression on Earth: I have good news and bad news. The bad news is I crashed, lost my device, and have failed my mission.
Well, what's the good news?
My friends didn't order the octopus.
Not only is it really funny, but it also expertly blends several genres together. If you think you know the sci-fi genre, you ain't seen nothing yet. Number 16, Modern Love. The course of true love never did run smooth. And boy, does this show know it. Based on a popular column from the New York Times, this anthology-style series can be found on Amazon Prime Video.
I hear I have to pass some sort of test.
You passed it.
Cool. What did I do?
Nothing. I saw it in her eyes.
the moment I saw her.
Each episode is dedicated to exploring the ups and downs of love in all its many forms, be it romantic relationships, platonic friendships, and even self-acceptance. It also boasts a pretty star-studded cast across its 2 seasons, including names like Anne Hathaway, Tina Fey, Kit Harington, Ed Sheeran, and Christina Milioti. With an array of relatable and compelling stories, you'll finish all 16 episodes before you know it.
I mean, is anybody in life really happy like that?
We are, right now.
Number 15, Grey's Anatomy. Spanning 18 seasons and counting, Grey's Anatomy is currently the longest-running American primetime medical series. Chronicling the lives of the medical staff at Gray Sloan Memorial Hospital, the series has picked up countless primetime Emmy nominations and launched the careers of several of its stars.
Look around you. Say hello to your competition. 8 of you will switch to an easier specialty. 5 of you will crack under the pressure. 2 of you will be asked to leave. This is your starting line.
Whether it's a medical emergency or drama in their personal lives, there are plenty of twists and turns to keep the audience engaged. After all, it has lasted this long for a reason. With several spin-offs, crossovers, and no signs of stopping anytime soon, Grey's Anatomy will keep you busy for hours on end. Just what the doctor ordered when you're craving some alone time.
There you go. Just gotta put a little bit more muscle into it.
Yeah. You know, this is the first time in my life I can ever remember not feeling competitive.
Is this your life?
Number 14, Kevin Can F Himself. Starring Annie Murphy of Schitt's Creek fame, this dark comedy is like nothing you've ever seen before.
I saw the note you left on the bathroom mirror. You know that's permanent marker, right?
Well, that's because it's a permanent reminder.
Allison McRoberts might seem like your typical sitcom wife, but married to the egotistical and immature Kevin, life is hardly a picnic. She gets a rude awakening that gives her the confidence to take back control over her life. Flirting between a traditional multi-camera sitcom and a typical single-camera drama, we get to see what happens after the laugh track ends.
It's Kevin is why he gets away with everything. It's why he always wins.
You say that like it's destined.
It is! This whole world is designed for guys like Kevin.
You'll laugh, you'll gasp, but most of all, you will be hooked from episode 1. Luckily, this AMC show has been renewed for a 2nd season. Number 13, Bridgerton. Do you like period dramas but always thought they could be steamier? If you answered yes, then this is your show. Set in 1800s London, and based on the book series of the same name, Bridgerton answers the question, what if Jane Austen had written Gossip Girl?
It is an absurd plan.
I find it quite brilliant. Provided you do not wish to marry me, and I do not wish to marry you. Whatever should you have to lose?
It follows the 8 Bridgerton siblings on their journey to find love. We get drama, scandal, excitement, and let's be honest, the steamy love scenes aren't so bad either. Currently, it's the 2nd most viewed series on Netflix and has been renewed up to season 4. We just wouldn't recommend it for a family viewing.
Do you want me to stop? I want to show you more.
Number 12, Superman and Lois. Another Superman adaptation? Yes, but as you've never seen him before. After years of saving the world from various villains, Clark Kent faces his biggest challenge yet: parenthood and married life. Supes and Lois, now parents to 2 teenage sons, must learn to deal with the everyday challenges that life throws their way.
High school starts tomorrow. You nervous? Because you know it's okay if you're nervous. I know freshman year was pretty tough for me. Did I ever tell you about the time I was the team manager of the football?
Everyone duct taped you to a tractor. Yeah, life's a little different in Smallville than it is Metropolis.
This is still in the CW's Arrowverse, mind you, so it's not totally villain-free. Yup, the Man of Steel dons his crimson cape often to take on the bad guys. But the way the series delves into their personal lives is frankly just as exciting. It's a whole new way to experience the DC universe.
I saw people find strength they didn't know they had. Face their fears, become heroes. I'm not the one who saved Smallville. It's people did.
Number 11, Sex Education. This British comedy drama was an instant fan favorite due to its refreshing yet lighthearted approach to sex. An awkward student named Otis, who lives with his sex therapist mother, starts doling out advice to his fellow students. Audiences connected to the relatability of its contents, as well as its honest and open dialogue.
I think that you need to own your narrative, not let it control you.
Viewers also responded to its representation and its ability to avoid age-old tropes and cliches. It's funny and upbeat, but still maintains a responsibility to its audience. Plus, once you've watched one episode, you won't want to stop.
There's nothing gluten-free.
How long have you been diabetic?
I'm not diabetic.
You can't eat sugar.
Gluten, Adam, not glucose.
And luckily for us, it's been renewed for a 4th season already. Number 10, Squid Game. This South Korean survival thriller burst into our lives in September 2021, becoming an instant sensation. In fact, it's currently the most watched show on Netflix. Despite its dark subject matter, and wow is it dark, audiences simply couldn't get enough.
여러분들은 앞으로 6일간 모두 6개의 게임에 참가하시게 됩니다. 6개의 게임을 모두 이긴 분들께는 그에게 상금이 지급됩니다.
The premise follows around 400 down-on-their-luck individuals who compete through a series of survival games to win a cash prize. If they lose, well, they die. If you get a kick out of psychological dramas, this one will keep you on the edge of your seat.
324번 탈락.
병신 걸렸네.
Trust us, you won't be able to stop watching until the story reaches its thrilling conclusion. Number 9, The White Lotus. What could possibly happen when a group of rich people go to an exclusive Hawaiian resort?
And the goal is to create for the guests an overall impression of vagueness that can be very satisfying, where they get everything they want, but they don't even know what they want, or what day it is, or where they are, or who we are.
Well, in this satirical HBO drama, it proves to be a life-changing week as secrets are spilled and darker edges emerge. Let's just say not all is well in paradise after all. There's a universal fascination with the lives of the extremely wealthy, and these well-rounded characters do not disappoint.
Yeah, you're making me sound like a trophy wife.
But what's so wrong with that? A trophy shines. It's a source of pride. A trophy's made of gold. You know, it's not the worst.
Yeah, but that's not what I want to be.
Following its critically acclaimed first season, it was renewed as an anthology series. Boasting an impressive ensemble cast that includes the likes of Jennifer Coolidge, Molly Shannon, Connie Britton, and Steve Zahn. What's not to love about The White Lotus? Number 8, Schitt's Creek. Wait, you haven't seen Schitt's Creek yet? Why not? This Canadian sitcom, created by Dan and Eugene Levy, is an absolute gem. Thanks to its witty writing, wholesome storylines, and eclectic group of characters, the series developed a devoted fan base.
What do you mean?
You can live there for next to nothing until you get back on your feet.
I'm sure there's a penthouse we can move into. Please, there are other options.
Well, homelessness is still on the table.
It also dominated at the 72nd Primetime Emmys with a complete sweep of all major comedy awards. At its core, it's about a family learning to adjust to life without their wealth. But there's actually so much more to it. We quickly become attached to these characters and fully invested in their stories.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
So if you're after a fun, feel-good comedy with plenty of heart, then this hilarious journey is for you. Number 7, Mayor of Easttown. Kate Winslet plays a high school hotshot turned detective in arguably her best role yet. In this limited series, Winslet's mayor struggles to solve a grisly murder, keep her personal life afloat, and uphold her reputation in the community.
Hey, it's not the right time to have this conversation, okay? You can have it later.
And it doesn't help if you go on TV over and over and tell the whole goddamn town.
The series was applauded for its brilliant and well-thought-out writing, phenomenal casting, as well as its representation of women. It was nominated for a slew of Primetime Emmy Awards, winning 4.
Still my case. You know what it's like when a case gets inside you like that? It's not a switch you can just turn off.
As much as we'd love to see more, the story was wrapped up perfectly, leaving us with a very satisfying conclusion. Number 6, Hacks. Perhaps you're a fan of Jean Smart, but crime dramas aren't your thing. Don't worry, we've got you covered. In this comedy drama, Smart plays Deborah Vance, a comedic icon who's struggling to remain relevant.
You'll still be doing shows, just not Friday and Saturday.
Oh, just the most important nights.
She befriends Ava Daniels, a millennial comedy writer who has seemingly been canceled due to an offensive tweet. When they team up, they discover that they can learn a lot from each other. The show offers a cutting and witty critique of the modern age, delivered by an incredibly talented cast.
I said I didn't want the job. Yeah, well, you need it. Write me 20 jokes before tomorrow morning. Oh, and nothing about pantyhose or the Challenger explosion. I've done them all.
With a current 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, it comes as no surprise that it's been renewed for a second season. Number 5, The Crown. With season 5 in production, now is a great time to catch up on this royal drama.
I've signed myself away.
Or won the greatest prize on earth.
That's certainly what they think.
Starting in the 1940s, Peter Morgan blurs fact and fiction for this imagining of royal life. Starting with Princess Elizabeth's wedding, and eventually bringing us into the new millennium, there is a lot of historical ground covered. Every 2 seasons, the cast is changed to represent the passing of time and a new era.
I have found women in general tend not to be suited to high office.
Oh, why is that?
Well, they become too emotional.
I doubt you'll have that trouble with me.
While many of the storylines are rooted in actual events, the details are naturally often dramatized. You might even be surprised to learn what is true and what is just creative license. Number 4, Midnight Mass. Is supernatural horror your genre of choice? Then this miniseries by Mike Flanagan will likely be right up your alley. We're taken to a small, isolated island where the cracks in the community are deepened by the return of a deviant and the introduction of an eerily charming priest.
Good morning. I know I'm not who you expected to see this morning. I'm Father Paul Hill, and I was sent by the diocese to fill in for Monsignor Pruitt.
Over the 7-episode arc, weird and mysterious events begin to occur as a renewed religious piety takes over the island. But the question remains, is it worth the price they'll have to pay? It's a great drama-filled thrill ride for horror lovers. Just don't be surprised if you find yourself sleeping with the light on until the following holiday season. Number 3, Schmigadoon. A send-up of Golden Age musicals, Schmigadoon is the perfect dose of lighthearted entertainment for this holiday season.
Now, why is music coming from everywhere?
Welcome to our little town,
Where friends are all you'll meet.
and you will never see a frown.
Hey, everyone!
Hey there, Pete!
It centers around a couple who find themselves trapped in a magical musical land until they rediscover true love. With its self-aware sense of humor, brilliant satirical songs, and enough talent to rival Broadway, there's a lot to enjoy about this series. Even if you're a comedy lover who's not big on musical theater, this one just might surprise you.
I know what it's like to want to fix everyone around you and think that's the only way to be happy, but it's not. You have to learn to let go.
We could sing its praises all day, and after watching season 1, we find ourselves calling for an encore. Number 2, Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso, played by Jason Sudeikis, is recruited to coach an English soccer team, despite knowing nothing about the sport. When he arrives, he finds that his eternal optimism sticks out like a sore thumb.
He thinks he's mad now. Wait till we win him over.
He'll be furious.
Nevertheless, he persists, showing just how valued these qualities can be. Thanks to its excellent writing and relatable themes, the first 2 seasons have been met with critical acclaim. Plus, there's the record-breaking amount of primetime Emmy nominations for a new comedy series. So even if, like Ted, soccer is not your game, this series is still worth watching.
She's a sneaky, salty bitch.
Like Heather Locklear on Melrose Place, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly how you describe her.
It's just the uplifting and positive narrative we could all use right now. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, WandaVision. As you might recall, back in February 2021, everyone, and we mean everyone, was talking about this latest addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Taking place after the events of Endgame, this series focuses on Wanda and her seemingly perfect life with Vision.
My wife and her flying saucers.
My husband and his indestructible head.
The miniseries took storytelling to another level, while also paying homage to the sitcom genre. With so many unexpected surprises, it packed just as much excitement as any other Marvel story. So much so that no one could predict which direction it was headed.
Pulling every evil string.
It's been Agatha all along.
You'll definitely want to catch up with Wanda and Vision as we head further into the MCU's Phase 4.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.